So we are walking out the door very soon here. Well, I'm walking out right now, as you can see. And we're gonna be heading to Nebraska. We actually got the dumpster completely empty, which is super cool. Well, not empty, we got it full, actually. It's super full of stuff. And now we're ready to start doing some stuff on the inside. We're still in the process of taking out the floor in the kitchen. We got most of the floor out in the bathroom. Next steps is going to be getting some plumbing put in so I can put the walls up and the floor back in. And then it's on to electrical. I'm sure there's other things that I am not thinking of right now because I'm walking and talking and looking for cars. But we actually got to borrow this trailer right here that we're going to be taking to Nebraska. My dad works in construction and he has lots of stuff that he is giving to us. So we're going to drive 5.5 hours north and load this up. We got some door jams that we're getting. We got some lumber that we're getting, some tile and some carpet squares. So hopefully we can do as much of this on the cheap as possible. What, bud? We're taking this to get stuff from Grandpa. Yeah, he has some construction stuff for the Crow house.
Are we gonna go to the Crow house?
Well, not right now. We're gonna take this to Nebraska and we're gonna pick up the construction stuff. And we're also, ooh, did Mommy tell you who we're bringing back with us?
No.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good surprise. It's the cousin Abby. So they're gonna be pretty excited about that. But anyway, yeah, so carpet squares, tile, lumber, door jams, maybe some plumbing stuff, and gonna be doing it on the cheap, and we'll be getting back to it. So we made it to Nebraska. We're at my dad's house now. This is everything that we were able to get in this single load. In fact, there's more that we wanted to get, but we were a little concerned about the weight. I'm gonna let the boys get by me on the tractor because it's probably making a bit of noise. We did get some PVC for the project coming up. Everything we got here, except for the trim work, is what we're gonna need in immediately. So we got some 2x12s and some 2x10s. They're gonna work for our headers. We got some 2x4s. We're gonna be putting a skirt around the ceiling. We had talked about overboarding, which is just to put drywall directly onto the lath and plaster and screwing it into the studs. But we decided not to do that. My dad said, who's in construction, that we would be fighting a lot of waves and would just be creating a mudding nightmare for ourselves. So we've opted to drop the ceiling. We're gonna be running some 6-inch 2x4s, some 2x6s as rafters, and then attaching the drywall to that, effectively lowering the ceiling by at least 6 inches. We have to find the lowest point of the existing ceiling and then go from there. While we're at my dad's, I wanted to give you a quick tour of what we call the Cave of Wonders. So this is my dad's house, cool place, got a nice pond down there, couple stories, but in the basement is where all the magic happens. Now this is a spot you can't get to unless you come outside. My stepmom actually won't come down here, and you might see why here in a little bit, but this is what I have called the Cave of Wonders. And it's actually quite a bit cleaner. It's gonna get dark for a little bit while I'm waiting to get this light turned on, so bear with me. So this is where Dad stores a lot of stuff. Now these shelves back here, we actually just built these yesterday. All that lumber that's on the trailer now used to be stacked up right there. And so we took some of these rafter pieces that you can see, let's see, right here, cut them down, made shelves to help with storage. If you've seen pictures of our gardens, this whole stack of stuff right here, that's all bleacher wood that came from a job that Dad did. That they just throw this stuff away, and Dad's like, hey, I don't want to just throw it away. That's actually what our garden beds are made out of. And while we were digging, we found this kiddie pool that I said, hey, keep that accessible because summertime is just upon us. And everything else that we are taking on our next go-around is right here. We didn't get it all in one trip. Got some backer board, a sink, there's a toilet that we're taking. Got those cabinets that are right back here. There's 2 of those that are kitchen cabinets. And then there's some, let's see if I can point at it right there. Boink! Yeah. This is harder than it looks right there. That's 1 of 2 wall cabinets. We got a lot of electrical stuff that we're taking up. this go around because I'm hoping to get plumbing and electrical stuff done. And then this is the tile. This came out of a job that Dad did, that we are hoping to do the bathroom and the kitchen and the mud room with. I don't know if we'll have enough. There's about 210 square feet right there, so got to take some measurements while we're back home. Over on this side, there's some things that we're gonna work on. There's some, I think it's called bed rail. I'm not sure. It's these little corner pieces of wood that go up so you don't have to mud the corner of where the ceiling meets the wall. I'm pretty lazy and I suck at mudding corners, so we're definitely going to be doing that, even if it's not, like in and chic or whatever. It's easy and it exists here already, so it's free, which is great for us. I'm going to walk you back here really fast. There's not a whole lot to see. Again, it's going to get dark, so just bear with me. All right, and I apologize for all the lighting issues, but there's more cave stuff here. This is a VCR. I remember as a kid. Now, there's two parts to this, and there was a remote, but the remote was connected via wire, and it was my responsibility as a kid to get up and hit the fast forward or the rewind or the stop or the play. Oh, how far we've come in my 30 or some years of life. So lots of trim stuff up here. We're not taking any of that. Well, we're not going to take any of that at all. They had their siding done recently, so there's some drip edge and some J-channel and stuff like that. So you can see why we call it the Cave of Wonders. There's a bed back there, more trim, some PVC pipe over there. Lots of cool stuff down here. And then over on that side over there is where he stores some of his camping stuff. So his tents and whatnot, they're all hanging up in this area over here. And I know it looks like a mess, but it's not. It's actually very well organized. Dad knows where almost everything is down here. A lot of this just comes from the simple fact that when you're working in a job where the industry standard is just to throw stuff away, he has a hard time with that, and I get that, because I mean, why would you want to just throw perfectly good lumber away? You saw how much lumber that we have. Some of that is from when this house was built, and this house was built when I was in, what, 4th, 5th grade, something like that. It was a long time ago that this house was built, and some of it is from a job. In fact, there's some wood that I'll show you. Well, the door jambs, those came from a job. I'm going to turn this light off here. He did a job with where they tore out the door jambs, and I think he had like 20 of them. And of course, they just want to throw them away. And I'm like, well, shoot, I can use door jambs. It might be a little harder than hanging a pre-hung door, but it's definitely a lot cheaper. I went with him the other day, and we got these sheets of OSB from a job he was on. One of these full sheets, $50 sheet of lumber in the dumpster. It's just kind of what they do. You can see what's under it there. Those are all the door jambs and trim pieces from a job he did as well. So we are loaded up with our first round. Here, let me just show you what's going on, the noise you're hearing in the background. My kids are riding in the back of a tractor because, Grandpa knows how to have a good time. We're gonna head down, we're gonna get this stuff unpacked, and then we're going to get to work.